Welcome back. At least one major affiliate marketplace has created an automation on Zapier, although there are probably soon to be more. Right now, if you type in the search for JVZoo, you'll notice that JVZoo has some automations. We're going to click JVZoo, and then you'll see automations that are available. One in particular that we want to pay attention to is this automation that allows us to add customers to a MailChimp list from JVZoo product refunds. Basically, what this allows us to do is to automate the process of reaching out to someone who has asked for a refund and then to request more information on why they felt the need to ask for a refund and what you can do to keep them wanting to purchase products from you in the future. So we're going to click Use this Zap. And we're going to click Create this Zap. And then we're going to click Continue with the JVZoo trigger. We're then going to connect a JVZoo account. And in order to do that, we're going to have to get the API key from our JVZoo account. Once we retrieve it, we'll place it in the dialog box and then we'll click Yes, Continue. We'll then test the connection. Once we verify that we've had success, we'll then click Save and Continue. We'll then select the product or products that we want to monitor. And then we'll click Continue. Once we verify this process, we'll then click Fetch and Continue. We'll then come to the point in the process where we're going to connect our MailChimp account. We're then going to click Continue. We'll then connect our MailChimp account. Once we have the account, we'll then click Test, and then we'll click Save and Continue. We'll then choose a list inside of MailChimp. So once we've chosen the list and subscriber email, we'll then click Continue. We can then send the test to MailChimp. And once we click Finish, we then have a working Zap. And now every time there's a refund in JVZoo under one particular product, that person will be added to the particular MailChimp list that we have specified, giving us latitude to contact them automatically. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we want to briefly touch on webhooks. If you type into the search bar webhooks, you'll notice that Zapier does have a connection for webhooks. And we'll go ahead and click this link. And you'll notice several integrations that Zapier will do with this webhook application. Now, webhook does require some additional programming. For example, if we were to click Use this Zap, you'll notice that you'll need a webhook and a Facebook Pages account. We go to Create this Zap. And what is needed here is something called a catch hook. And Zapier allows you to test that process in this stage of the Zap creation. And you might undertake a webhook process if you really need an integration. And Zapier's integrations do not allow you to do what it is that you need to do. However, this does require additional programming. Typically, you can find a considerable number of automations just by the native applications inside of Zapier. And if you'd rather not do or have done for you the additional programming, you'll want to look to those applications. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, technically not a webhook, the RSS function in Zapier has a similar feature. And we'll type in RSS by Zapier and click the link. And you're going to notice a number of applications that are going to be available through this special integration from Zapier. And you'll notice in the app details that the RSS by Zapier has 2 triggers and 1 action. So on the one hand, we can post new emails on Gmail to an RSS feed that we can have access to, or going in the other direction, we can be alerted by email of new RSS feed items. We're going to look at this Zap. And the idea is that we would be alerted of RSS feed updates quickly by email. What we're going to do is click this zap, and the trigger is going to be that there's a new item in the feed. So the first thing we're going to need is a feed URL. And typically, if you have a WordPress site, you're going to use your site address / and then the word feed. And once you have it, you'll then click continue. Once we do our double check of the available items, we'll then click fetch and continue. Zapier will verify our test. We'll then click continue. And now we'll set up the Gmail action. We'll then test our Gmail. And then we'll click save and continue. We'll then determine where the email is then to be sent. We'll then write in our subject. And then we'll need verbiage for the body. Once we have all the information that we need, we'll then click save and continue. We'll then send the test email to Gmail. And once we've done that, we'll then click finish. Then our Zap is turned on, and every time there's a new item added to our feed, in this particular case it's our WordPress blog, we will be sent an email through Gmail. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.